Now we can do miscellaneous exercise. Find the modulus of the complex number. Complex number 1 plus I by 1 minus I minus 1 minus I by 1 plus I. So we have studied if Z is equal to A plus IB, a complex number, then modulus of Z is equal to root of real part square plus imaginary part square. So we need the complex number in this form. This is not a standard form, okay, but the given complex number is not in this form. So we have to reduce this in the form A plus IB, then only we know how to write its modulus. So first we can reduce the given complex number into the standard form. So 1 plus I by 1 minus I minus 1 minus I by 1 plus I. So we can cross multiply. 1 plus I whole square minus 1 minus I whole square divided by 1 minus I into 1 plus I. Okay. Now expand. 1 plus I whole square is 1 plus 2AB plus B square. A square plus 2AB plus B square minus, so we can put a bracket here, again A square minus 2AB plus B square by, and this is of the form A minus B into A plus B. A minus B into A plus B is A square minus B square. Now, what is I square? I is equal to root of minus 1. I is root of minus 1. So, what is I square? I square is 1. Sorry, I square is minus 1. So, that 1 and minus 1, this 1 and this I square we can cancel. So, we have only 2I, in the first term only 2I, then minus, in the second bracket 1 plus I square. Again I square is minus 1, 1 and minus 1 cancel. So, minus of minus plus, that is plus 2I, then by 1 square is 1, I square is minus 1. So, 1 minus minus 1, that is equal to 2. So, we have 4I by 2. So, what is it? It is 2I. Okay. Now, we have to find the modulus. So, this is of the form. What is the standard form? Real part plus imaginary part. So, real part is 0. Only we have imaginary part. Now, what is the modulus of this? So, let Z is this complex number. So, we can write the modulus. Mod Z is equal to root of real part square plus imaginary part square. So, that is equal to root 4, that is equal to 2. So, that is the modulus of the given complex number. So, if the given complex number is not in the standard form, you have to reduce to the standard form, then you can find the modulus. On the second one, find the conjugate of 1 plus 7I by 2 minus I whole square. Again, what is the conjugate of Z? If Z is equal to A plus IB, what is the conjugate? Z bar is A minus IB. But the given complex number is not in the form A plus IB. So, we have to reduce. So, let Z is equal to the given complex number 1 plus 7I by 2 minus I whole square. So, first we can simplify the denominator. 2 minus I whole square, expand. A square minus 2AB 4I plus I square. So, 1 plus 7I by I square is minus 1. So, 4 minus 1 is 3, 3 minus 4I. Again it is not in the form A plus IB. The denominator is an imaginary number. So we have to rationalize. Rationalize means multiply by the conjugate. What is the conjugate of denominator? 3 minus 4i is 3 plus 4i. Multiply the numerator and denominator. Okay. Now multiply 1 into 3, 3. 3 plus 4i plus 21i plus 28i square. Denominator always in the form a square minus b square. So a square means 3 square minus 4i square. 28i square is minus 1. So that is 3 plus, these two we can add 4i and 21i, that becomes 25i, then minus 28, and denominator 9 minus 16i square. So the numerator becomes minus 25 plus 25i. What is the denominator? I square is minus 1. So minus of minus 16 is 25. So we can divide. 25 we can take outside and cancel. So 25 into minus 1 plus I by 25. 25 cancel. So this is the complex number. What we have to find? Its conjugate. So Z bar. Z is minus 1 plus I. So Z bar is equal to minus 1 minus I. No change in the real part, only imaginary part. Its sign will change. So minus 1 minus I. The next one, find the multiplicative inverse of 1 plus 3i by 1 minus 2i. So let Z is equal to the complex number 1 plus 3i by 1 minus 2i. Its multiplicative inverse is 1 by Z. Multiplicative inverse. Inverse is equal to 1 by Z. So reciprocal of 1 plus 3i by 1 minus 2i is 1 minus 2i by 1 plus 3i. But the denominator is not a rational number, it is an imaginary number. So we have to rationalize the denominator. So multiply by 1 minus 3i. 1 plus 3i into 1 minus 3i. Now multiply. 1 into 1, 1 minus 3i minus 2i plus 6i square by a square minus b square form. 1 square minus 3i whole square. Again 6i square. I square is minus 1. So 1 minus 5i minus 6 by 1 minus 9i square. Okay. 1 minus 6 is minus 5 minus 5i by I square is minus 1. So 1 plus 9 becomes 10. Minus 5 take outside and cancel, or 5 you take outside and cancel. Minus 1 minus I by 10. So we can write minus 1 by 2 minus I by 2, that is 1 by 2 I. So this is the multiplicative inverse of the given complex number. The multiplicative inverse means Z into the given complex number. This complex number into this, that will give 1. Okay. Evaluate. Evaluate means we have to simplify the expression. I raised to 17 minus 1 by I whole raised to 34 the whole square. So what is I raised to 17? I raised to 17 is equal to, again I am writing the question. I raised to 17 means I raised to 16 into I. I raised to 16 is 1. The multiple of 4. I raised to the multiple of 4. I raised to 4k. I raised to 4k is always 1. Using that, I raised to 17 we can split as I raised to 16 into I. So this becomes 1. 1 into I becomes I. Now minus 1 by I. This I is in the denominator. So either you can rationalize, that is multiply both numerator and denominator by I, or this I we can write as I raised, this 1 we can write as I raised to 4. I raised to 4 is 1. So I raised to 4 by I. Okay. Then here we have 34 raised to 34, then whole square. I raised to 16 is 1. So 1 into I becomes I. In the next step we can write I raised to 4 and I we can cancel. So I cube raised to 34, then whole square. Okay. The next step I minus. What is I cube? I square is minus 1. So I cube means minus I. So minus of minus I raised to 34, then whole square. Okay. So minus I raised to 34 means I raised to 34 itself. So I minus I raised to 34, the whole square. What is I raised to 34? I raised to 32 into I square. 34 is not a multiple of 4, 32 is a multiple of 4, then into I square. So I raised to 32 is 1, the multiple of 4, that is 1. So I minus, this is 1. What is I square? I square equal to minus 1. So minus 1 into minus 1 square. Okay. So I plus 1 square. Now expand. So when we expand, I plus 1 whole square becomes I square plus 2I plus 1. I square is minus 1 plus 2I plus 1. That's equal to 2I. So the answer is 2I. Okay. The next one, reduce to the standard form. So standard form is A plus IB. The given complex number, it is complicated expression, it is not in the form A plus IB. So we have to reduce. So step by step you can do. First you take this bracket, simplify. So 1 by 1 minus 4I minus 2 by 1 plus I. Okay. This into the next bracket is. So we can simplify first bracket, cross multiply. 1 into 1 plus I is 1 plus I minus 2 into 1 minus 4I by denominator is 1 minus 4I into 1 plus I. Okay. Then this in the first bracket, the second bracket 3 minus 4I by 5 plus I. Then the numerator 1 plus I minus 2 plus 8I by denominator. You have to multiply. So 1 plus I minus 4I minus 4I square. Then into 3 minus 4I by 5 plus I. Now 1 minus 2 is minus 1. So it is minus 1 plus 9I by I square becomes minus 1. So that becomes plus 4. So 5 minus 3I. Okay. Then 3 minus 4I by 5 plus I. Now you have to multiply. So minus 1 into 3 minus 3, then plus 4i plus 27i minus 36i square by 5 into 5 25 plus 5i minus 15i minus 3i square. I square is minus 1. So minus 3. These two we can add. 31i. I square is minus 1. So that becomes 36 by 25 minus 10i. Then minus 3 minus 1 becomes 3. So 36 and minus 3 is 33. 33 plus 31i by 28 minus 10i. Okay. Now the denominator is an imaginary number. We have to rationalize. So multiply by this. You have to multiply by the conjugate. What is the conjugate? 28 plus 10i. Yeah, 28 plus 10i. Now 33 into 28, you have to multiply. 6, 924 and 924 plus 330i plus 31 into 28. 8, 2, 6, 868 I. Then 31 into 10 is 310 I square. Denominator is 28 square minus 10 I whole square. Now this I square is minus 1. So 924 minus 310. Okay. Then 868 and 330. We can add same sign. 1198. 1198 I by 28 square plus 10 square, that is 100. Okay. So 28 square is 784 plus 100 is 884. Now 924 minus 310 is 614. 614 plus 1198i by 884. So we can take 2 outside. 2 is a common factor. And we cancel by 2, 307 plus 307 plus I into 599 by 442. Okay, 307 plus I 599 by 442. So write in the form A plus IB. So A means 307 by 442, that is A, plus I. B means 599 by 442. So this is of the form A plus IB. So like that you have to reduce. Okay.